Hello there, welcome to today's class. My name is Fernanda, and in today's Vinyasa flow, we're going to move towards bird of paradise. So let's get started by finding a comfortable seated position on your mat. We're going to get started connecting with breath and intention. So as you find your seat, just give yourself a couple moments to sit tall through your spine. Take a full breath in and a big breath out. You can now seal your lips. Start breathing in and out of your nose. Start noticing how is it that you are showing up for your practice today, physically, mentally. And whatever it is that you notice within yourself, just allow that to be. As we're going to move in our flow today towards bird of paradise, I'd love to introduce a concept that we have in Rasa Yoga, that is the concept of root to rise. And it comes from this idea that every single time that we're trying to grow and to expand in any area of our lives or even within ourselves, it's very important that we remember what are all the things that keep us grounded. So take a moment to think about what are all the things, the activities, the practices, the people that you have in your life that right now help you feel grounded, stable, rooted, safe. And then thinking now about something within yourself or in your life that you are looking to grow and to expand in this season of life. And remember, if there's something that you're trying to grow and expand in your life right now, it's because you already have it, right? So sending 3 big breaths in a sign of gratitude for all that grounds you and for all that you want to grow and expand. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Twice more, inhale, release. Last one, breathe in and out. And then open up your eyes, inhale, reach both arms to the sky. When you exhale, bring your right hand to the floor. Take your left hand up and overhead. Take a side bend. Make sure that you can feel your left sitting bone grounded into the earth. Take one more breath. And then come back to the center when you inhale again. Exhale to the opposite side. Left hand plants down, right hand up and over. Breathing in and out. Last round of breath. Come back to the center when you inhale. Right away, find a twist. Right hand behind you, left hand towards your right knee. Grounding through your seat, and then again, using the breath to elongate your spine. Broaden through the collarbones. And then inhale to center, reach up. Exhale to the opposite side. 2 more breaths. Hug the navel into your spine as again you breathe and lift. And then come back to the center, reach both arms up. And then coming to all fours, hands and knees. From here, right away, start to tuck your toes. Send your hips up and back to the sky for a downward facing dog. You can start by bending one knee at a time. If you want to warm up your wrists, warm up your shoulders, start moving forward towards a plank pose and then push yourself back to downward dog. Time for you to warm up and to just feel into your body how this first downward facing dog feels. And then take 2 more breaths. And then pause, find your stillness. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale through the nose. The next time you inhale, step your right foot on the outside of your right hand, followed by your left next to your left hand. Toes are out, heels are in. Squat down as you lift your arms right in front of you. This is an active squat. So instead of a malasana where you're really low, see if you can bring yourself like breaking the 90-degree angle of the knee just a little bit. So hips up. Send your shoulders up, back, and down. Open up through your chest. If it's too much to be here in stillness right now, you can always give yourself little pulses, but we're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, rebend your knees, plant your hands, step your feet back, plank pose. Find your vinyasa back to downward facing dog. Right away, no pause, left side. Step your left foot to the left hand, right foot to the right hand. Inhale, reach your arms up, find active squat. In here, you hold as you're still like really opening the knees wide to the side. The weights of your body are on the outer edges of your feet, not inwards, okay? Last breath in, out. Inhale, rise up to stand. Exhale, rebend your knees, plant your hands, step back, vinyasa, back to down dog, plank pose where you breathe in. Lower down, breathe out, chaturanga. Inhale, find a back bend. Breath out, downward dog. Full breath in and out the mouth. From here, inhale to lift your right foot all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee, open up through your hip. If you want to find circles with your right knee, you can. This is a good time for that. Lubricating the hip joint as you go with your knee to one side and the other. And then re-extend your right leg back. When you exhale, step your foot on the outside of your right hand, lizard lunge. Lower your back knee down. Bring your left hand to the very last, left edge of your mat. And the next time you inhale, reach your right arm all the way up to the sky. When you exhale, bend your elbows, bring it to tap down on the mat. 3 more times. Inhale, reach up. And elbow taps down. Lift. And lower. Last round, inhale, reach. And lower. Inhale, reach your hand up. Bend your back knee, twisted monkey lunge. Start to reach your hand towards your back foot. If you cannot make contact of hand with your foot, that is totally fine. Just keep bending the knee and reaching your hand back, creating that strong action in here. So the back leg is active, so flex your toes. Take one more breath, send your head back. Good, and then now your back toes, your back foot's gonna point to the right side of your mat. Right hand on the inside of your right leg, and then reach your left arm up to the sky. So this is a kneeling side angle pose in a little bit of a funky way. So inhale, really try to open up your chest. Keep using your right arm to push your right leg open. Take one more breath. Yes, and then release both hands down. Right toes back, left toes back, downward facing dog. No pause. Inhale to lift your left leg up. Exhale, bend knee, open up through your hip. Find your circle in whatever direction you want to go first. And then switch sides. When you exhale again, re-extend the left leg back and then lizard lunge on the other side. Left foot step on the outside of the left hand, lower the back knee. Right hand comes to the right edge of your mat and then inhale to lift your left arm up. Exhale, elbow comes down. 3 more times, inhale, reach. And lower. Reach. Exhale to lower. Last one, lift it up. And bring it back down. The next time you inhale, lift your left arm up and then bend your back knee. Reach around left hand to your right foot. If you can hold it. Otherwise, just keep reaching. Feeling the nice stretch into the front hip flexor. Breathe, send your back a little bit more backwards. And then release. This time, bring now your right toes to your left side of the mat. Left hand on the inside of your left foot. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Really pushing the left leg nice and open. Sending your hips forward as you squeeze the glutes just a little bit more. Inhale. And then release, plant your hands down, come back to your downward facing dog. Let's rinse with a vinyasa this time. So inhale to roll forward, plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, rise, find your upward facing dog. When you exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in and out. The next time you inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to your chest, step it through, warrior two. Ground your back heel, open up through your arms. Right hand forward, left hand back. Your gaze is towards your front hand. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together and keep bringing your hands all the way back behind you to clasp. Once you clasp, inhale to open the heart, gaze up. Send your chest towards the front of the mat, and when you exhale, humble warrior, forward fold. Your head is super heavy, but you're really reaching the knuckles up to the sky, shoulders up to the sky. Strong legs as they isometrically pull together into the center, just for one more breath. Yes, and then inhale, come up to stand, arms reach up, rise, and then root down again, but this time at the back of the mat, skandasana. Bend your left knee, squat yourself down. Start to reach your left arm wide to the side on the inside of that left leg. Stretch your right arm back. If you'd like, you can totally find a bind in here, reaching both hands behind you, just for one more breath. Nice. How low can you be as you come to the top of the mat into a side angle pose? So bend your front knee, pivot your back toes forward, find your version of a side angle. Hand can be on the inside of the leg, or you can always have elbow to your thigh. But take a full breath in here. And then find a half bind with your top hand. Bring your left forearm across your lower back. And then straighten up your front leg. Triangle pose with a half bind. Take a full breath in. And then rebend your front knee. Side angle pose with a full bind. Reach your right hand underneath your leg. Find a catch of both of your hands. If you have a towel or a strap, you can always use it here to make contact as well. But just take one more breath in here. Good, and then reverse triangle. Release your bind, straighten up your front leg, right hand up and overhead, left hand towards your back leg. And then cartwheel the hands forward and down, Vinyasa. Find your flow back to downward facing dog. Once you're back in downward dog, left side, here we go. Inhale to lift your left foot all the way up to the sky, and then pull your knee into your chest, step it through, warrior two. Rise all the way up. Feel the strength, the rooting through your feet, coming up through your legs. Use your breath in to then expand through your heart, reaching the crown of the head to the sky. Inhale one more time. When you exhale, start bringing the hands all the way back behind you right away. Find your bind, open the heart. Inhale, look up. When you exhale, turn to the front of the mat and forward fold on the inside of your left leg. Humble warrior. Bow the head down as the legs are still squeezing into the center of your mat. Reach the knuckles up, just for one more breath. And then inhale, root to rise, arms reach up. Exhale, skandasana to the back of the mat. Bend your right knee. Right toes go in the same direction as your knee as you squat down. If you want to find a bind, start to extend your right arm out, left arm up. And then see if you can bend the elbows and reach the hands behind you. Still trying to open up the chest, just for one more breath. Nice. Low travel to the top of the mat, towards that side angle pose, Parshva Konasana. Pivot your back toes forward. Send your hips more into your body. Send your right arm up to the sky. And find a half bind. Top hand comes behind and across as you extend your front leg for a triangle pose. Opening the heart to the ceiling. Take one more breath. Good, and then rebend your front knee. Full bind in your side angle. Reach your left hand underneath your left leg, holding opposite hands. Last breath in. And out, reverse triangle. Release the bind, left hand up and overhead, right hand towards the back leg. And Vinyasa back to downward facing dog. Once you're back in your downward facing dog, taking 5 rounds of breath, either in here or resting in a child's pose. Remembering that the rest, taking pauses, time to breathe, is just as important as being fired up and trying to grow and to expand within ourselves, within our practice, within our life. Taking 2 more breaths wherever you are. And then here we go towards our final peak pose of today's class. So the next time you inhale, reach your right leg all the way up to the sky from your downward facing dog. And then bring the knee into your chest, step it through, come into a warrior 2. Rise. From here, right away into your side angle pose. So bend your front knee deeper, bring your elbow to your thigh, left arm up and overhead, reaching towards the top of the mat. And then let's find a full bind. So now right hand underneath your right leg, reach around with your left hand. You start to take bigger steps with your left foot to the top of the mat. And then gathering the strength onto your left leg, start to get lighter and lighter onto your right foot. Start to send your gaze forward and up as you come up to stand with your right leg in the bind. Find a focal point to look at. Take one more breath. And then slowly lower your right foot back down. Take a big step with your left foot to the back of the mat. Come into that bind side angle. And then inhale to reverse triangle, right hand up and overhead. Cartwheel the hands forward and down. Vinyasa back to downward facing dog. From your downward dog, full breath in and out. Left side right away. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, step your foot through, warrior 2 as you rise. Feel the strength on the legs to help you come up. And then from here, side angle right away. Find your version. Elbow to thigh or hand to the floor. Reach your right hand up and then send it up and overhead. And here comes our full bind. Find your half bind with your right hand. Thread your left arm underneath your left leg. Holding both hands behind you. Gaze forward. Start to take your steps to the top of the mat. This time getting strong onto your right foot into the earth as you get lighter with your left foot, left leg. Gazing forward and up, start to rise. Opening the chest, straighten up through your right leg, perhaps even your left. Holding for just one more breath. And then slowly release. Left foot comes back down to the earth. Step your right foot back. Reverse triangle pose. Release the bind. Extend the front leg. Left hand up and overhead. Cartwheel both hands forward and down. Last vinyasa of today's class. Find your way back to downward facing dog. Once you're in downward dog, take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Come down onto your knees. Find a seat onto your heels. Taking a moment just in here with your breath to process everything that you did in practice today. Noticing how you were feeling in your body, in your mind in the beginning of class, and how do you feel now? And if you feel just a little bit different, just 1% better than how when you started, send a little breath of gratitude out in here as well. This is the power of the practice of yoga. Take one more breath. Good. And then from here, just come to lie down on your back, straight into bridge pose, Setu Bandha. So as you lie down, bend your knees, soles of the feet into the earth. Arms can come alongside your body as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. And the next time you inhale, push down through your heels and then lift your hips up to the sky. Keeping the shin away from your chest so that the air can flow in and out. Squeezing your glutes, squeezing the hamstrings, the whole back of the legs. For the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your hips all the way back down. Send your arms up and overhead. Open your feet as wide as your mat, keeping your toes flexed. Just start to windshield wiper the legs to one side and to the other. Let this feel good. If you pass through a spot that feels extra good, let yourself linger in there a little bit more. And then just hug both knees into your chest. Take a full breath in. When you breathe out, release your legs and your arms long. Getting ready for your final shape, Savasana. In here, your only job is to breathe and to keep bringing your attention back to your breath every time that your mind wanders away. We're staying here for a few minutes, so just enjoy your rest. If you need more time to integrate the practice, more time to rest, please let yourself stay a little bit longer. If you're ready to close with me, you can now start to deepen your breath. Start to wiggle the fingers, the toes. Gently move your head to one side and the other. And then just hug one knee at a time into your chest. Roll to whatever side is best for you. Take one final round of breath in and out. And then just push yourself up into a comfortable seated position. And here, take a full breath in through the nose. Exhale all your air out. Notice how that anchors you, how that roots you. And then inhale to grow and expand. Sip in a little bit more air. And then release out the mouth. Bring the hands together in front of your heart. May you always remember that before growing and rising, it's just as important to root down. May all the things you're trying to grow and expand in life today become true, because actually they already are. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands together in front of your heart. Bow the head forward. Namaste. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next class. Bye.